Hey everyone, it's Matthew here at Midland Pictures. I just wanted to pop in to do a quick video here. I know, kind of a change of pace. A lot of my videos are pretty long, but I want to do a quick video just to give you a warning about a product that I've been using that you might want to steer clear from. Check it out. Thanks for watching. I do have a product that we've been using, and I'm very unhappy with it. I follow Caleb Pike over at DSLR Video Shooter. Love what he does, love all his videos. I've picked up a lot of gear from some of his recommendations, including some of the LED panels that we use for some of our fill light and other accent lighting on our shoots. He had recommended, when he did a light stand video, a light stand by Impact that I ended up picking up 3 of. I'm just gonna look to my phone here to make sure I get the model number correct. All right, so the light is the Impact LS-RL7 7.2 foot reverse legs light stand. I actually have one of them here. This is so compact, lightweight, yet durable. I really like the build quality of almost the entire light stand. We've been using this for some of our smaller LED panels and our little aperture accent lights that we have. I love that the footprint can be expanded and contracted to even give a little bit of additional height. This works great with our sandbags. Some of the cheapy light stands that we were using before would cause snags on our sandbags and rip them open. I like that this is changeable between 1/4-20 and 5/8. It really is a good light stand. And then I started using it on shoot after shoot after shoot because I was so fed up with my older ones that were kind of falling apart and just kind of, they just were rickety and not very reliable. Really happy with these until I noticed that you really had to wrench down on these tighteners in order to keep the stand from telescoping down when you had any kind of weight on it. Now keep in mind, we're not putting incredibly heavy lights on this. We use a C-stand for our Aperture 120D. The heaviest light that's on here is a newer panel light with a softbox around it, which I think is perfect for a stand like this. So we're wrenching down on these to keep the stand from telescoping in, and over time we have stripped 3 of the screws that tighten the light stand. So 3 of them on 3 different stands have come undone. And it's not been the same one each time. The threads and the screws themselves seem to be like a softer metal with a really fine thread. And when you're tightening them over and over and over again and really having to wrench down on them to help deal with the weight that's at the top of the light stand, these just wear down over time. Looking at my order, I bought these on February 11th, and the first one broke a few weeks ago, actually probably close to a month ago. And then a second one broke, so I called Impact, and they replaced the 2 bolts under warranty, so they're actually shipping them to my house now. And then I thought, well, in case this happens again, why don't I buy a few more? So I'm like, well, I'll buy 4 more. Well, they're $6 a piece. This right here is $6 for this. So 4 of them that I bought were $24. They gave complimentary shipping because they bundled them with the ones that they were replacing under warranty. And that's almost half the price of the whole stand. I think it's $45 on Amazon. So just overall, a little disappointed with this product. To have 3 of these from 3 different stands strip out and fall apart and really be rendered useless is really upsetting. This actually happened on a shoot the other night, and we were using the LED panel light to provide a little bit of key light to some interview subjects, and we needed to get the light elevated because one of the subjects had glasses. So this wing nut broke, and the light stand could only go about 5 or so feet. We lost one of the stages. So we had to come up with a solution on the fly to try to handle the reflection in the glasses and get a proper key light on. Anyway, it was a big setback in getting things taken care of. Of course we did, and we figured it out. But that's the kind of stuff you don't want happening on set. You want your equipment to be reliable. And that's why I upgraded to these light stands from the flimsy ones that I had, because I thought these would be much more durable, and that's just hasn't been the case. So I'm gonna get the wing nuts on these replaced. We actually cannibalized one stand and took the bolts off to make it so instead of having 3 non-working stands, we'd have 2 working stands and one that is missing 3 of the tighteners. If you're someone that is looking into getting a light stand upgrade on a budget, I honestly would avoid these. For those of you that are using these light stands, I'd be curious if you could just drop some comments on whether or not you've experienced the same issue or if they're working perfectly fine for you. And if they are working fine for you, what types of equipment are you putting on the light stand to where this isn't coming up while you use it? That's all I wanted to pop in and say was that I'm really disappointed in these light stands, and I just wanted to send out a warning to anybody who is looking at buying them to not do it. I can't recommend them, and although Impact's customer service has been great, and the C-stand that I have a black C-stand that I'm very happy with them. I am a little bit shy of other Impact gear, especially that has sort of finer parts like this, because I don't want them to fail. I don't want to spend the time calling customer service, waiting for a package to ship. Now I only have 2 light stands for the shoots I have this week instead of 3, and now I have to research additional light stands or maybe just buy all C stands, although I just like that these can go in a bag and work with lightweight LED lights. They're super convenient. It's much easier to load in, especially into people's homes, wherever we happen to be shooting, as opposed to C-stands. So that's all I've got, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and watching. We really appreciate you spending the time listening to us. Again, if you have any feedback on other videos you'd like to see from us, if you just like this video, hit the like button. If you have anything to share, please hit us up in the comments below. We'd love it if you subscribed, and until the next video, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.